Okay, group on example 2. For each of the exponential models below, identify the starting value, whether the model is increasing or decreasing, and then the percent change. So the big thing with percent change that I want you to remember is it is your distance from 1. Distance from 1. So it could be, a positive direction or a negative direction. So let's dive in. Our starting value is always that A value. So in this case, it's 15. This is a percent increase, and it's increased because our our rate is greater than 1. So when it's greater than 1, it's increased. Our percent change is our distance from 1. So we would look at this and we would know that the inside we added 0.03. So the increase by 0.03, and that is 3%. And you can get that from moving that decimal place 2 to the right. Okay, number 2, our starting value is 29. That's the number in front. Our rate is less than 1, so it's a decrease. So if we think about it being a decrease, we know it's 1 minus. What would we subtract from 1 to get 0.95? So if you do in your calculator, 1 minus 0.95, you get 0.05. So 1 minus 0.05, this is our distance from 1, which is 5% if we move that decimal 2 to the right. Okay, our starting value here on number 3 is 100. This is percent increase because our rate is greater than 1. We would do 1 plus 0.20 to get to 1.20. So this right here is our percent change, but it's written as a decimal. So move that decimal 2 to the right, and it would be 20%. Okay, number 4, our starting value is 13.5. Our rate inside here is less than 1, so this is a decrease. Okay, so here, since it's a decrease, it's 1 minus. So to figure out the difference, it would be 0.3. So 1 minus 0.3, we're going to put a 0 in there. 1 minus 0.30 is how we would get to 0.70. So this right here is our percent change written as a decimal. Move that to the right, and it's 30% for our percent change. Okay, number 5, our starting value is that 25.72. Our inside here is less than 1, so this is going to be percent decrease. Since it's decrease, it's 1 minus. So to find the difference, we subtract the 0.91, so our difference is 0.09. So if you do 1 minus 0.09, that's how we'd get to the 0.91. There's our percent change written as a decimal. Move it 2 to the right, oops, and that would be 9%. Okay, on number 6, our starting value is 28.5. This is percent increase because our rate is greater than 1. And then since it's increased, we know we did 1 plus here. And this one's pretty easy to see, right? It's easy to see like number 1, number 3, and number 6 because you can see the difference in that distance from 1. So this 0.16, that is our percent change written as a decimal. Move it 2 to the right, and our percent change is 16%.